everyone, and welcome to a Topic Time with Harrison Young, late February edition. If you notice a little more snap in my fingers, it's because I got spring fever. The weather outside is as warm as it's been all year, even though it's only February 23rd. We're going to have a little snow on Friday, they say, or a lot of snow, but right now you got to live in the moment, and it is a beautiful, thawny afternoon out there, and I'm loving it. And I have an awesome show tonight. A couple of guys that have done a lot of stuff in music, rap music, and in broadcast media. We're going to talk to them and hear a video. We'll watch and hear a video. But before I do, I've got to read these great underwriters. Don't have as many as usual, but they're all great, so we got to read them off. And here we go. We got Pals Driving School in Middleborough, teaching people to drive in Middleborough and vicinity. We got Crazy Actions Rec Center in Hanover. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got New England Forescapes in Middleborough. We got Brazil Store Food Mart in Pembroke. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got Maggie's Cuts in Kingston. We got MP Sports Cards in Carver, right down the road from here. We got Dave's Automotive in Hanson, also right up the road from here on Route 58 also. We got Pacini's Pizza in Middleborough. They deliver. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. And we got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, dedicated to your Second Amendment rights. We're customers are friends. I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I'll introduce these two guys. This is Tanner and Lycos. Tanner is a gentleman who has a radio show, learned how to, or a TV podcast for a while.
Yeah.
Don't have it anymore, correct?
Yeah, but they for like what I've been doing for the community, they call me Tan Man. So
Okay, the Tan Man.
that's my name for the hip hop community and stuff like that.
Okay, and you're out from the Worcester. You're both from Worcester.
Yep.
And Lycos, you're an artist.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
And when you say artist, does that mean you draw pictures? Does that mean
I draw a little bit. I take pictures.
Okay.
I edit pictures and videos, and I make music.
Okay, and what's that last thing?
I make music as
You
well.
make music, okay. So you're both like, now I've had a lot of musical guests. I've had three hip hop rappers this year here in Carver. So it's been an incredible run. And I go where the flow takes me, and I'm loving that. All right, well, Tanner, you're the one I booked initially. So let's talk to you first, and then we'll incorporate you guys in the conversation. If you want to, feel like throw your 2 cents worth, then go ahead. Tell me about yourself, where you grew up, and how you get started doing what you're doing, and then we'll elaborate a little further, and then we'll go with you too, Lycos.
That's
That
an
same
awesome
question. Go ahead.
First of all, thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm glad I'm here. This is amazing studio.
I'd argue if I could.
But how it all started was so the reason why I really push so hard in what I do and stuff like that. I was born with cerebral palsy, and I was born with a mild case of cerebral palsy, and the doctors walked around my whole family and said I would never walk or talk someday.
Wow.
So the first time I started walking, I was 4, and the first time I started talking, I was 7. Now I never shut up.
Well, I got to tell you something right now. Looking at you, I never would have believed that. I mean, you looks like you have full control of your motor skills.
Yeah.
And whatever you've done, I mean, I've never seen anyone make. I have to say, this is like a miracle because I know people that have had CP, and I've never seen anyone, conquer it as well as you have. At least for me, from my point of view, from what I'm seeing here. I mean, obviously you have to deal with it, even now, right?
I mean, I mean, every day, like even working in this industry and stuff like that, I risk a lot on the line, and even though I keep pushing and pushing, I still do it, and not just because I want to, just because I love it. Like hip hop is in my blood, and
Of course.
if someone's dissing me or hating me just because of my success, then that's on them. Because
I agree with you.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I know everyone goes through their own stuff. Everyone has their problems, their struggles. So I always show them love. So regardless, at the end of the day, it's all about caring and stuff like that. And I always wanted to build my community as a hip hop artist, not as just a hip hop artist, but a promoter, and a MC or whatever you would want to call me, an influencer.
All of the above. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when did you first do that? I mean, obviously you started walking at 4. When did you realize that you had the rhythm in for hip hop?
So like, ever since I was like 8 years old. So like, I started talking when I was 7, like I just said.
Yep.
And
That's right. Okay.
so if a little background about myself is that when I started talking, I didn't know really how to express my feelings towards people. I don't know how to make friends. I didn't know like really what to like do to communicate.
Okay.
And for a while, my grandfather always told me that I could do whatever I wanted to. Like he told me that, one day if you go for it, you're gonna be something. And ever since he told me that before he passed away, I just stuck to it. And it's just crazy because when I started talking, like I said, I got into entertainment. Like, entertainment was my thing. Like,
Wow.
I liked making people laugh. I loved, like, I was like, I'm the funny guy, you know, like, when, like,
I can see that.
be like, I can call him, like, the palm tree and, like, a chalkboard because he looks like a whiteboard right now. No, I'm just kidding. He got markers on his beard, right? But no, I'm just kidding. But my main point is this. I'm always a funny guy. I like to make people laugh. And then once, you know, I was younger, I was like that theater geek. You know, I got into the Shakespeare.
Cool.
You know, I got into stuff that you probably wouldn't expect me. That's how I present myself. Be like, oh
No,
my God.
no, but I don't know about you. Well, maybe. I mean, I get that you're a unique individual.
Yeah.
With creative side, with a creative side that shocks the world, and I know because I'm one of those people too. So it takes one to know one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you ever done stand up as well?
I mean, a lot of people has told me I should do stand up. He tells me that all the time, and all my friends, like, you know, my friend 94 overall, shout out to him. You know, they all my friends, they're always like, yo, you know, Tan, you should like start doing some stand up and stuff like that. But I will say, in the near future, I might be recording some comedy per se.
Comedy bits that you write.
Comedy bits,
Yeah.
maybe songs. You know, maybe I'll be coming out with maybe a little rapping skills that I've kind of learned over the years and stuff like that. But
That's great.
We'll
Yeah,
stay tuned with that. But I can't speak on that too much.
Well, I understand. Well, I mean, you got a lot of time to go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Just curious, how old are you now?
I'm 26, about to be 27 on
Okay.
March 26th.
I good. Congratulations. Okay, so so for the last 20 years you've been, you've been taking it to the streets. I see, in a good way.
Well, yeah, like, see, even my mom and my family is like, they always told me to know if I don't want people to judge me because of my disability and like,
I don't think anyone can tell, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
At least I can't.
but like, if they find out, you know, or like, because I'm very public
If
about
they
it.
find out, they'll be shocked
Yeah.
because it doesn't show at all.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It
But
doesn't.
what I'm trying to say is that if I didn't want people to judge me and bully me for my disability and still do what I'm doing, doesn't matter what I do, and doesn't matter what anybody does, you know, just keep going forward. So like, if my family were ever told me, my mom and my dad, they told me to never judge, because if they judge you, then that means they don't want to be a part of your life, and
Right.
that
I mean,
means that,
has everybody, if you judge people, you don't want to be judged. Follow the golden rule. Don't judge them. I know it's
Yeah.
not easy because we all have to judge each other every day, for something. That's just life. Okay, that's incredible. Now, Michael, tell me about you. Now how long you guys known each other for?
We've known each other for probably about the last
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you collaborate your stuff? How does that work?
Well, we originally met on Facebook through a mutual friend.
Okay.
And I noticed that he was doing a little promotion and stuff, and he was also part of a roast group that I used to manage.
Part of a what?
A roast group I used to manage. It was
Oh.
a page where we would joke on people.
Okay.
They would post pictures and stuff. But yeah, so me and Tanner started talking, and he hit me up, said he really liked my music and my work, and he's like, let's work and stuff. So that's how me and Tanner got to know each other, really. But
It's like Smith and Wesson here. You gotta like that.
yeah. And then after working with Tanner, I met a lot of other cool people in the city. 9 Mills for one, 94 overall. Shout out to them guys. Started making music with them. Pushed a lot of solo stuff out. I dropped an album last year, and then I'm trying to drop another one coming this year.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You guys sing together on the album?
I like I said, I don't usually do music myself.
You don't
Just
do music,
more than
okay.
music, but like I'm saying, like from like what I said earlier, I might be doing like little comedy bits, but that's what I'm mostly here for. The hip hop community is like a comedy act.
Okay.
So like
Almost like a 2022 Eminem version, maybe.
so put it like this way, I'm always the same person, right?
Right.
But I always like. He has his own real government name, and he has his artist name, Wiz Lycos.
Right.
So I see there's a difference between a Tanner and Tan Man. So like one,
Okay, you're reinventing yourself.
Yes.
I got it.
So like
okay.
when I'm on stage and hosting for shows, and and the crowd saying, introducing all the hip hop artists, cracking jokes, you know, that's Tan Man. Like that's when Tan Man comes out.
Right.
Comes out to
I
play.
like the name, Tan Man.
Yeah.
Tan Man with a plan.
My mom actually gave me that nickname.
Cool.
So she was like, when my mom and her friend, I should say, they both came up with a shout out to Heidi Henson.
How old are you? You must have been a little kid then.
You know, they gave me all kinds of nicknames when I was infant, like Tan Man, Porky, like, you know,
Wow.
Tana Banana, but like Tan Man was like that cool name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I got to my radio show, when I went to Worcester State,
Okay.
because I was like, I always wanted to feel like I was the Tan Man forever, like when I was acting, like, because the Tan Man feels like, it's my confident self. It's like where I can be like, I don't care what nobody says, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Compared to where Tanner's just like a regular, just human.
Tell me about your show at Worcester State. You were a student at Worcester State.
Yep.
Graduate, right?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me what kind of show was it? That was
It
like
was
a
a podcast. It was a radio show.
radio show, and you basically you got on the air and was it a live show? People could call in or
Yeah, it was on the
play music and all that stuff.
yeah, it was on the online TuneIn app. Online.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard
Well,
about that.
I
app.
don't because remember this is far kind of we're 60 miles from
Mm-hmm.
Worcester, so I'm not really familiar with anything in TV, any TV or radio stations out there
Mm-hmm.
because I've never really heard them.
Yeah.
Never heard the Worcester State College station. That's what it was, right?
Mhm.
Okay, but I'm sure now you don't do it anymore because you graduated.
Yeah, like when I graduated, so when I did the podcast, Tan Man came into play where I just made it fit like the man with the plan, Tan Man, hip hop and more, and I just came up with that.
Okay,
And then after that, my catchphrase would say, "Let me tell you something."
okay,
And to let me tell you something that came along, because shout out to my homegirl, shout out to my sister Kanani. She's out in Colorado and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go visit her next month.
cool.
But she was the one day I was recording a song starting on this project I was working on, Journey to Tan Man. This was like, I started this like 4 years ago.
Okay,
And that's how much I've been really like working and investing myself in. And we were thinking of like a tag, I should say, because like to introduce like the artist, you know, be like the man with the plan, Tan Man, and then like say something after, like kind of like, I don't know if you know DJ Khaled or, you know, be
I
like,
know it- I know who
say
they
a
are.
few
I know
words
who
and
he
then
is.
have the artist do their thing.
right.
And I was like, what? And then Kanani was like, what do you always say a lot? Like, and then I would say, I don't know, let me tell you something. So then that indicated to the man with the plan, Tan Man, let me tell you something, hip hop and more. And that's what I would call my podcast and stuff like that. And I
Okay.
would bring all kinds of like Worcester artists in from like all over Worcester. Like he's saying 9 Mills. 9 Mills was actually one of the artists that he started rapping when we were like 15, 16, when we were youngins.
Okay.
So
He was one of my inspirations.
You didn't go to Worcester State too, did you?
No, I didn't go to Worcester State. I bounced around schools and then ended up dropping out, but I got my GED. So,
You did.
yep.
Okay. Did you ever work together in I can't even think of it. Stan the Man or Stan the
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Tan the Man. I'm sorry.
So
I'm thinking of
put it
Stan.
like this way: the man with the plan, Tan Man, he's not just a radio host or anything. He's just like a personnel.
Right.
So he can do skits. He can host a podcast. He can host shows.
And he can do music.
sell merch like this.
Yep.
Like this is my main logo, the man with the plan, Tan Man.
Okay.
And then let me tell you something, which is in the back. And shout out to Woo Woods and Shane Carter. Not Shane Carter, my bad. Just Woo Woods. And they were the ones that helped me do the merch, and they've been doing a good job about that. But long story short, my point, what I'm getting to, is that I've always been doing multiple things in the entertainment field. Like I said, I like to act. I like to make people laugh. I like to host hip-hop shows. Like, I like to have that energy, improve people. Like, yo, this is me, and doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you have a disability or not, you can do something.
Okay. Well, we're halfway through the show, by speaking of that, and we're gonna watch a little video that you guys concocted together. Correct?
Yes.
All from Live What Was
Okay.
Like Goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, without further ado, folks, watch the video. We'll be right back, and we'll talk about it.
All right.
Waste time. replacing ties. Speak my mind, out of time. Why am I back in this position many times? I've seen this situation, I don't fuck with lies. I don't fuck with fakes, if you ain't loyal, die. I put that on my wives and both my little lives. They smile's all I need to see. Drowning they so help me breathe. Fuck the smoke, get high off seas. They gon' know who daddy be. Never gave up on his dreams so they could live the life they see. Don't ever hide it, reach your peak. Don't listen to what people speak. They just talk but they don't see. Your path is not for them to reach, cause they don't have the strength of me. I don't give up easily. Your mothers know no neither weak. Our lives they don't comply, you see. Not everything can be so sweet. But I'ma let you know it right now. Your daddy, he will love you past the clouds. What you're hearing is my soul's sound. It's for times that I'm not around, wasted time. I spent too much thinking about replacing ties. I felt it slipping loose and tried to speak my mind. I saw the outcome coming like it's out of time, but they won't hear a word of mine. Wasted time. I am all set thinking about replacing ties. I saw it slipping through and I ain't care to try. I saw the outcome rushing like it's out of time. I'm not here to tell you lies, baby, nah. I love you. Daddy's made mistakes and I'll admit it, right? I told you that. I tell you all the time that I'm no perfect guy. Always. I have issues I don't ever bring to light. Ooh. Your mama make that harder for me. I just wanted time with you, kept you from me, that's the truth. Months I missed out as you grew. I shouldn't have to beg for you. Truth is sometimes she was right, but most of the time she queen of spite. Learn that word, don't live the life. Be real smart, treat people right. Baby Faye, you're too young to understand, but listen, Kay. I love you and mommy, but I made mistakes. I wish I could take it back every day. That moment you were born, I knew no other way. Then something went wrong in my head. I made a choice and made my bed. I hurt your mother, guilty pledge. Feel so stupid, I regret. I promise you I'll fix the mess. Till I'm home with you to fix your mess. Yearn to tuck you back to bed. Wasted time. Spent too much thinking about replacing ties. Felt it slipping loose and tried to speak my mind. I saw the outcome coming like it's out of time, but they won't hear a word of mine.
Oh, that was great. Tell me about that video. What did we just watch?
Alright, so that was my music video called Wasted Time.
Okay.
I just dropped it a few days ago. So that song is about, I wrote it for my daughters, basically.
Your daughter?
My two daughters. I have two.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I wrote that for my daughters because I'm not with either one of their mothers right now.
Okay.
So I'm going through some hard times myself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This was just letting them know where I am at a standpoint, and letting them know that I love them, that I do care about them, even though I'm not around.
Wow. Okay.
Like, so basically, that's what the video was about, and I wanted to portray it a certain way.
Okay.
Because normally, when you watch a music video, people are mouthing the words and moving to the beat, whatever.
Lip syncing and
But
stuff.
I specifically just wanted like shots of me looking like I'm like pondering or thinking on something.
Okay.
That's weighing on me.
Yep.
So that's basically what I did. Me and the videographer Cesar Vanilla, shout out to him, in Del Campo Digital Arts.
Okay.
We just went out to Boston for the day and shot some stuff at the train station, walked through Chinatown, all that. So yeah, it was basically just following me. I'm just walking through the city, looking like I'm thinking, wondering about stuff.
Your kids.
Yep.
How old are they? They must be young.
So my oldest is 8, and
Yeah.
my youngest is about to be 2.
Okay.
on the
Wow.
1st, so.
Now, did you have anything in the vid? Were you part of that as well?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay, that was your. All right. So, that's great. So, what are you guys working on together currently?
Well, as they say, sometimes a lesson is learned, and sometimes when you do certain projects and deal with a certain amount of people, at the end it still gets done. And just say, I got a couple projects coming, as far as like just serious, just with me introducing other artists like him
Okay,
and stuff like that.
so you're like you said, you're an MC, and
Yeah.
I see, okay.
And I'm a comedy guy, so
Okay.
I like to make people laugh. I'm an influence per se.
Well, tell me about, have you done any acting at all?
Yeah.
Okay, talk about the acting.
I mean, I've appeared in some extras and some scenes.
Films?
Not anything big, but like maybe a TV show here and there. Like I've done a lot of things in like theater, like plays. I was in Odd Couple, Annie.
Videos.
You were in The Odd Couple?
Odd Couple, yeah.
You mean Felix and Oscar?
Yeah, and I was and
Well, oh, are you talking about that they make? So it was a remake of the series?
yeah.
Wow.
And then I was in all kinds of plays, you name it, like musicals, all that. Like I
You say you like Shakespeare. You said you started that as a kid.
Yeah, I
Okay.
started that. That was like the original, like from the roots of like the theater and stuff like that. That's where it all started with like the Midsummer Night's Dream and Romeo and Juliet. That's like Midsummer Night's Dream was like the first play I ever was in at like West Technic, which was my elementary school. So
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you do any of that at school, at college as well? Any acting aside, in addition to your radio show?
so when I went to Worcester, I did it through. So I went to QCC, Quinsigamond Community College, before Worcester State.
You went to where?
Quinsigamond Community
Okay.
College.
All right. Is that also in Worcester?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like the theater club president and all that stuff
Okay.
there. And I did like a lot with theater there, and I was into plays. But then I felt like when I went to the university, Worcester State, you know, it was hard to get into the theater program there to just get a role because, you know, there was so much other good talent. But like where the radio show came in and where like the Man with the Plantain Man came
Yep.
in is when Worcester State said, I don't want to, I'm like a guy that likes to be productive.
Okay.
So I always like to go. So I didn't always want to just go to like say school and home and school and work. I wanted to keep myself also busy by doing something else because if I didn't get a part in this play at Worcester State, I know I can at least do stage crew, but like the stage crew would just be on the like final, like the week of the play, like production week. But long story short, I was like, what can I occupy my time with? And then I saw some guy looking into this radio station at the student center at Worcester State, and I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna check this out and see what's up.
Okay.
And then from there, like I talked to the guy that was the president of the club at the time, which was the radio club, WSUR, and that's where the Man with the Plantain Man started. And then after that, a couple times I interviewed a couple artists, and that's when the show started clicking and stuff like that.
Okay. So now that, but since you graduated, that's gone off the air.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way you might keep it going, or would you want to? Because I'm wondering why it's. I know you're not at school anymore, but couldn't you do it like as a podcast now?
Yeah, I
From
mean,
your house, or
yeah, I mean, you know, lately Harrison is that, you know, I got, you know, like I said, I'm doing multiple things as a tan man, so it determines on like where my path
you're
leads.
just too busy with other stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy moves around
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, he knows me too. Like I'm always like, yo, let's go. Like,
Okay.
you know, let's work. But you know, if anything, like I'm the one that's, you know, motivating him, you know, to be like, yo, let's go.
Well, you're
like,
motivating each other.
yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely motivating each other for sure. Like
Yeah.
he definitely motivates me. Like he, you know, like 94 overall and stuff like that, and stuff
my
like these guys. I swear to God, like I said, the last 2 years, like when I was dealing with this project, I dealt with a lot of stress and a lot of artists that didn't show me the perfect respect and perfect, you know, so I definitely learned with that. But after meeting 94 overall and this bozo,
What's 94?
that's our friend, that's also another artist.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be the guy I am today
Okay.
talking to you.
Okay, I understand. All right. So there you guys got each other's backs, and that's
Yeah.
incredible. That's what you want.
It's my brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so right now, so what exactly are you doing right now in terms of, you know, emceeing, or are you?
Well, now that you say that, you know, my path is still continuing, but what I can say is March 11th at Electric Haze, shout out to Electric Haze, shout out to George, the promoter, Shepherd
Okay.
Hill Productions. I got a show March 11th for a big high headliner, copyright It's gonna be amazing.
Where is it?
Electric Case in Worcester, Mass.
Okay.
26 Millbury Street.
Got it.
And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Like I said, it's gonna be featuring Copyright and 94 overall. I'm gonna bring him out too, and we're just gonna have a hell of a night. And after that, you know, my
That's
journey
right.
still
The more you do,
continues.
yeah, you'll find other gigs like that
Yeah.
to help you. Do you have are you affiliated with any agents at all, like Boston Casting or CP?
Yeah, like I've done Boston Casting. I've done all kinds of things, and even you know what's even funny? Even I've done New England Films.
Okay.
I've done certain things like my boy Killer T, the one that I also looked up to besides 9 Mills. He was the one that got me into acting more and more, and
Okay.
he actually like taught me some good like strategies and stuff like that, and showed me some links to be like, okay, man, this is how you should present yourself. And you know what? He's doing good for himself. Shout out to him.
Featured on Dexter, right?
He was on Dexter: The New Blood as an extra and stuff, playing one of the high school stuff. And he's from Worcester, Mass. And Worcester, Mass is
Where you're from too,
yeah.
obviously. Cool.
Shout out to 508. Shout out to everyone in New England for supporting me. But yeah, and even my day job, my 9 to 5 job, that even helps me.
What is that?
I work at a medical dispensary.
Okay, wow. For marijuana?
Yeah, I work at, it's called Cookies.
Yeah, yeah. I used to smoke a lot of it. I don't anymore. My
Shout-
father at 80, almost 87, he still does.
Yeah, shout out to my Cookies fam.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to everyone at the
And
Cookies.
lemonade.
Yeah, and lemonade, and they're all the same. But all jokes aside, even like Cookies, like it's all hip hop. So I'm a hip hop type of guy. So
And shout out.
You fit right in.
when they come in, the artists that I don't know, I'll be like, hey, my name's Tammy, and this is what I can offer you. And like you know, we just
Colombian,
go on.
Jamaican.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who
Vietnamese,
you
whatever.
are. I'll work
That's
with
what
you.
I offer you, right? The
Yeah.
strongest, the
As
strongest,
long
the
as you
better.
show me respect and kindness, I'll give you a chance and work with you.
That's awesome. Well, guess what? We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. We made it go by.
All right.
We covered a lot of turf. So what I want you, like I told you at the beginning, what I want you guys to do is look at the cameras, each of you give shouts out. You already gave a few.
Yeah.
You want to talk to, well, your daughters, I guess, you can mention them. They're gonna see the show at some point, hopefully, I think. And you, your family members,
Yeah.
your mother, who's made up those nicknames for you, and those other people, 94, and
Yeah.
the other one, what was the other one's name?
Killer T.
Killer T, yeah. So
Nine.
give them shouts out, and then we'll wrap the show up.
Thanks for having me. Make sure you tune into Topic Time After this, hosted by Harrison Young. You can find me on Instagram, TanMan1926. Shout out to 94 overall. Shout out to Killer T. Shout out to 9 Mills. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my sisters, Brittany and Taryn. Shout out to my guy, Wiz Lycos over here. Shout out to everyone that supported me. Shout out to my Cookies fam. And just, yeah, we'll see what bigger things about to happen. So
That's
stay
it.
tuned. The journey continues. Tan Man. Yeah.
Okay, I coach, White Coach, you
Harrison
too.
Young, thanks for having me.
Yep.
My name is Wiz Lycos. You can find me
Lycos,
on.
my bad, I always do that.
That's all right. Wiz Lycos. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Shout out Tan Man for bringing me on the show. Get my name out there. I love you for that.
I guess.
Shout out Woo. Shout out 9 Mills, 94 overall. DFG Wise. Love y'all.
Okay, now if you guys had fun with me, feel free to get me some more guests. Give my digits to anybody
Yeah,
you want.
I'm
Those
more-
guys you just mentioned, I'll have to have them on, have them
Like
contact
I
me.
said,
We'll get
I'm
'em in
down.
here.
I like television myself. Like I know a lot of people that would love the publicity and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'll definitely help you out in
That
any
sounds
way
awesome.
I can.
By the way, you familiar with Sarah Silverman, the comedian?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him, and I'm familiar
Her.
with
Sarah Silverman.
yeah.
She's my cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you might want to take a lesson from her. She's
Yeah.
a pretty good stand-up comedian.
I know Serenity Jones and Ralph the Ruler.
I know
too.
Serenity Jones was on my show in Easton a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
She was great. All right, you guys ready to wrap the show up the way we began it?
Yeah.
All right, folks, thanks for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.